Hello YouTube, welcome back to the channel. This is Director Gamer. Hope you're doing good, and welcome to this channel, because more often this channel is about to break the secrets, the stuff that is deeply and hard to be explained with the most of colorists, but the colorists just like me who love to share what we find and what we got to other people. I'm about to break this to you. And we are few of them, trust me, we are few of them. Most of them, they like to hide what they got, but me, I love to change the industry, and this is why I break it to you. All right, today I want to show you how you can transform, how you can make your video look so cinematic, even the commercial, by using these secret tools. What are these secret tools? It's called DaVinci Color Transform Language. I know you know about it. If you heard about it, today I'm going to show you right now. But before we jump into the tutorial, I want you to subscribe my YouTube channel. That is the first positive, it's the first supportive. And if you didn't do that, please click down the subscription button and click the bell button to get my video in time. Another thing I want to tell you is I have a loot package that I'm selling. I have a masterclass phase 1 and phase 2, which talk about color grading, everything's deeply. And also I have a WhatsApp group. A WhatsApp group, more often we talk about color stuff, help, share the things, everything there. We working together as a, even your project, you can bring it to the table and we work on it. And very massive groups, I'm telling you, don't have to miss that. But to be on the group, first you need accessibility, and how you can access to come to join to the group is to buy one of our products. If you are the pro colorist, you can buy a loot that can help you. But if you just want to know a deeper color grading, even though you know about color doing your color grading, but you want deeper stuff, Masterclass is one of our thing to you. So you can buy a masterclass, or you can buy loot package. You can have accessibility to come and join my WhatsApp group. Also today I'm going to present another product which is going to see into this tutorial. So if you want some, you can contact me on my WhatsApp. My number is right there. Yeah, no time for wasting. Let's jump into the tutorial. Okay, now we are in DaVinci Resolve. As you can see, we have a Sony footage. We have a lot of footage today. This other footage like this, but today we're gonna only discuss about this one and make a grading into this one. This footage is from one of our colorists I found out on YouTube, and he posted it footage for doing a purchase. And yeah, I got the link and I downloaded it. It's shot with the name is Dungeon Colorist. Yeah, that's the guy who shot these videos. And I also send the link to my students to the group so that they can also practice. But today I found out, let me do a query grading to this so that I can break it down, what they should know about this footage to be done. And one of our great secrets today, I want to break it to you. Have you guys heard about DaVinci Color Transform Language? In short, we call DCTL. DCTL is plugins that DaVinci they give us, and to have access to get that plugins to use it, you need a loot, which is a form of it's a form of DCTL format. And that's loot. You have to open up your loot package places, and then you just drag into here, and yeah, it can be workouts. And to able to use them, you cannot refresh and you're able to use them. No, it doesn't work like that. You have to close your DaVinci Resolve first and open up again so that you can see it's coming, it's appear all over the hair. And it's very beautiful. I can call it a plugins, but it doesn't look the same as plugins, because it has one thing that the plugins, the all effects can never do. I'm going to show you at the end of this video, and this is why I love a DCTL. Without me wasting time, let me do the process. All right, we have a different DCTLs, and every DCTL is working differently. There is a DCTL to do a transform color spaces, some of them saturation, some of them changing the curves and the other tools, some of them is like a lifting gamma gains, exposure, and blah blah blah. It's different, so it depends which loot you have to your pocket. This is like a loot, but it's in plug. All right, and it's costume, you can costume it. All right, I have this DCTL, and I'm going to show you how I'm gonna use them. One of them, it's not like I'm going to use all of them. It's depend on what type of things or tools that I want to use on, and they have a different DCTLs as I told you, and it works differently. And it's not time for me to explain to you what this detail do, what this do. Maybe I can make another tutorial about the explanation of this detail, but I'm going to do a project. I'm going to do a color grading. So the first thing that I'm going to do is first doing color space transformation. So today we're going to use IDT and ODT color grading, right? IDT and ODT. The reason why I do this color grading, IDT and ODT color space management, is it because this DCTL has a very nice perfect correspondence to the transformation of array Rixer. So I'm going to use array Rixer today and ISS as well. When I try another color sense is working, but some of color sense is never presented to my DCTL, and this is why I don't want to fake this thing. Maybe I can transform it, and yeah, I can work as the way I want it to work. So I'm going to transform the footage array Rixer 4. This is huge color senses. Some people, they say it's bigger than DaVinci Gamut, but I don't know exactly about this because I never dig in deep about that things. And this is the color management that I use from Sony to Aria Rex 709. Okay, I'm going to start with color correcting. To my DCTL, fortunately, I have exposure and contrasting DCTL, so I'm going to use them. I'm going to write DCTL. I'm going to start with an exposure. This is the exposure DCTL. So I have this exposure tool, and what exactly, that's why I told you before, I'm going to use RLX DCTL because it have only these few color sciences in tone curve, where it exactly do. You have Eraser, SSC, DaVinci Rogue, and Sony. So I have a Sony, but if you're going to use Panasonic or any another color sciences, it's go hard for you. So I used to have Eraser. The reason why it does it because when I do exposure, it's going to work exactly like you controlling your exposure to the camera, not to the post like this. It's going to behave differently like other exposure. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to increase my exposure, like here. I just want a very highlighted picture, and then I'm going to jump into another node, adding a DCTL, and I'm going to use a contrast. This is a density contrast. So yeah, so I'm going to add contrast and pivot as well. Look how beautiful it's creating our picture before and after. So I'm going to work with the pivots correctly, just like that. You come back here to this node and you compare with the lifted gamma gain to correct perfectly your exposure. So here I'm going to add another DCTL and make a white balance. I have this tetra. This one is like you are controlling this U, but at the end of it, it has white, red, white, green, white, blue, which is allow you to control white balance perfectly. So how it work, when I pull it to the red, the picture is getting to the red and magenta ports. When I put it to white, it means I neutral it, and the same as other things. So this picture is a bit of red tone, so I'm going to pull it to the white, and then about the green, when I put it to green, the picture is getting magenta. So when I put it to the green side, it's getting green. So I'm take off, look careful before and after. It's very slight changes, but the changes are right there. This is the correct thing that I do. Let me do this. Look at before and after how DCTL do its merge it to my footage. Okay, after doing a corrections, I'm going to jump into the another part, which is we're going to do a color grading. We're going to do a process. Let me talk about it. This country is too hot nowadays. All right, so but one of the things that I found out, this picture looks a bit darker, so I'm going to increase my exposure a less bit, just a very slightly. All right, so let me jump into another part of doing color grading. So now we're going to do a color grading. We're going to create a look. So to create the look, I have this DMC matrix. This is working nice to me, and I love it using this. This is kind of look make a creating a bold look, and also it's doing a splitting. So let's try to work on it and see how exactly you can do. This is not knobs, which is with tweak and twist, like green and red, blue and red, red and green, blue and green, red and blue, green and blue, and it's just a channels. So I'm working on a channel. It's like I'm printing. When I push my picture, when I put my knob to the left side, which means I'm changing my red into green. When I pull it to the right side, which is I'm changing my picture green to the red. So this is where I manipulate the color. So you're going to twist and tweak and see which is going to look perfect to you. So I'm going to pull out my red. So here I'm going to clean the green, blue things. I'm going to do like this, like that, slowly, and just like here. This is with green. When I pull out, I get the orange into here, which is my green changes to be a little bit warm, and this is not like I want. When I take it, the picture is getting cooler, so I want it to fade the blue, and just like this. You see how now it's beautiful creating the image. This is before, this is after, and this is the matrix, what exactly do. So I'm going to jump and use a tetra. What does tetra do? It's manipulate as well, but in a particular part. So the difference here is I got a 4 channels: red, green, red, blue, red is where like I'm increasing saturation and luminance. So you have to be careful with the choices. Like when I pull it to red, you see the color is getting saturated. So here I'm going to focus on the skin tone. So I don't want to ruin the skin tone. I want the skin to be in perfect place. This is green thing, so yeah, I'm going to reduce a little bit of saturations. Look, before our skin tone was pink, now it's perfect. And as well as I want to play with green and blue. Look how exactly we feed the blue, and it does it magic without crushing the picture. And this is why I love DCTL. It's do its magic without crushing the picture. Look how we clean like the sky, how we fill the blue and the skin tone. Look how we just feed everything here. It looks very wonderful. So this is a good thing. This is how I created the look. So after doing a color grading, after doing a process, now I'm going to jump on doing a density into the picture, you see. So I'm going to work with the saturations. This is like HSV saturation, but it's different. And there's also have a density saturation, HSV saturation to DCTL, but for now I don't have it. Maybe next time I'll just buy it. I just buy it online and it's beautiful. But I have this LOAB saturations and it works in good to me. I have a gain and gamma. So when I increase the gain, it's like I'm increasing a gain saturations, and when I increase the gamma, it's like I'm increasing a gamma saturation and a very density. So what I'm about to do is I'm going to increase saturation to the gamma, and then I'm going to reduce to the gain a little bit. So I want my highlight to be less saturated, but my mid to be more saturated. Look at how exactly it's creating saturation to the picture. It's a very, very nice. And also we have saturation soft clip. So I don't want to be over saturated, so I'm softening it. And soft clip modify like the curve, how we custom our curves, and all of everything is working inside of our relax. So when I switch this to SS, when I switch it to Rec 79, you're going to see it's acting differently. Look at the SS, it's more saturated like that, and it's beautiful. It's not like it's not beautiful, it's beautiful. But to me, I work on SS. Look at before, look at after. Nothing much. It's very slight changes, but it's beautiful. Very slight changes. It's beautiful. I'm going to reduce a little bit because I don't want the skin tone to be so much red, just like this. And also I have a what we call it film density. This plugin is called film density. What exactly it do is like it to give a density like a cinematic, that density you know about. Even the HSV, it did the same thing. So I'm going to pull it all the way over. You're going to see how density is does the picture, but this is too much, so we're going to play with this. So here I can do a particular part to the red, so I can weigh the red like this. When I bring it to the right side, we're going to see how different it's creating. When I pull it, you're going to see how different it's acting. So yeah, maybe I can pull it into this spot. Maybe you can come into the green. Maybe you can pull it this spot about the blue. Yeah, I love pull it to the right side of it. Look how exactly it does to my picture. This is before, this is after, this is before, this after. So you're going to see there's a line going on there. So I'm going to lower saturated limiter. So I'm going to limit this density like this, and also luma I'm going to limit just like this, and I'm going to reduce a film density a little bit. So because I want a very slight change, it's just like this. Look at before and after. Look how density it give me to the picture. And this is how I got this color grading, how I've make it look perfect without crushing anything. Look at before, look after, look at before, look after. You can do it to your DaVinci tools, but this DCTL is did so much and easily, just so much and easily, and I hope you just love it, the result. So right now let me just show you the process that we have done, how far will it go. So first thing, I started with the transformation from Sony to Array, and then I use this Oddity color space transformation to Rec 709 display, and this is just exposure from a DCTL exposure, and this is a contrast, density contrast, working perfectly. So you're going to take one of our tools that you see it's working perfectly, and you can use them. And this is white balance from Tetra. It's very perfect tools. And this is matrix, and there is a lot of matrix. It's not like this reads, it has a lot of them, 3x3, 3x6, 3. This one is differently, works differently, and it's good. And look at how Tetra does its magic correctly. My skin and my sky, and this was a saturation things going on. Look how perfect it does. And this is a density, look as well at is how perfect it does. And this is shopping, the pictures, normal shoppings. Kinda love how it look. So one of the things that I love when you're using DCTL, do so much than these tools, and as well it can be saved at the look. Let me show you. Look how clean the video looks, and watch it careful, because I don't want you to see like, okay, there's this changes, I saw there's some changes. Look how beautiful the picture look. So I'm going to grab still this, and then I'm going to do this. I'm going to generate loot. So I'm going to save this at the loot, and this is one of most tools that most of people, they use this to create a look. So I'm going to save it to the desktop, like call it DCTL tutorial. And then I'm going to save the loot just like this. So I'm going to reset everything, and I'm going to the loot package. I'm going to reveal and find, and I'm going to copy that. I'm going to copy that loot, drag into here, and I'm going to refresh. You see now there's no loot, there's no such loot. I'm going to refresh, and where it is, this is your loot, and look how exactly it look. There is no any difference. There is no any difference. Look, thanks very much for watching this video. This is D.O.P. I hope you got and understand the concept. I hope you got and understand how we just use a DCTL. These plugins you can never find when you install your DaVinci Resolve and you open DaVinci Resolve, and boom, you find a plug. It's not work like that. This plug is hard to find them. You have to find them. Some of them the free plug, some of them is a free, some of them you have to buy. So yeah, if you just interested about this DCTL's stuff, you can contact me and I'll give it to you, but nothing for mahala. I mean, nothing's for free. All right, see you guys on next tutorial.